This is a 2017 fasting update. I'm basically back where I am at the beginning of the year. So I did a longer fast last November, and then so December, January, February, I basically didn't do any fasting. January, I was planning to go back on fasting, and then my grandmother got really sick. But then in March and April, I actually got a good bit of fasting done. I probably took about 10 pounds off my non-fasted weight. I was getting readings low 240s when I wasn't fasting. And then the end of May, it was going really well. I had a 10-day fast, and I was about to go on a trip. And then I got on the trip, and I hurt my wrist. So May, I ended up not fasting any because I don't like to fast when I can't exercise, because exercise kind of releases boredom. And then I ended up gaining back 20 pounds. So this kind of perplexed me because January, February, I didn't watch what I ate, and I didn't gain back anyway. So I think there are two factors at play now that I think about it. One, I think that when exercise might help keep weight off, even if it doesn't help you take weight off. So, and there are various mechanisms I can understand behind that. I think leptin is probably the primary reason. So, like fat is kind of what sets your leptin levels. But so when you have lower fat, like I think the exercise can keep your leptin levels in check. But once your fat gets higher up and it's affecting your leptin, I think that the exercise might not be enough to reset that set point. So, and the second thing was I started drinking more Diet Coke. Now, I kind of haven't been strict with that, but now that I think about it, like fasting kind of scratched my appetite, but my appetite started coming back in May, and I was eating more, and I really was thinking about why in retrospect. So, and I think it was I started drinking Diet Coke again, which I never really, I'm very acclimated. I mean, the calorie in, calorie out philosophy is very just pervasive. So even though I kind of don't think that works strictly, Diet Coke, you think it's not going to damage you because it's no calories. So, but Diet Coke does affect your leptin levels. So I think that's the other thing that's happening is that now that my leptin signaling is working again, that drinking Diet Coke decreases your leptin levels. So I have to eat more to make up to get myself back up to that set point. So those are the two things I've learned to watch out for. And like I also learned a lot about motivation because just a lot of people are like, well, it's got to be what you're eating. And I'm like, I was not watching what I was eating in January, February, and I didn't gain back any weight. So I think it's those two factors and support for maintenance. And it's a little bit discouraging because I was getting really, really close to where I'd like to be. But I've started chipping away at it. I've done, in June and July, I've done probably a 4-day, a 3-day, 2-3 days, and a 7-day fast, and that's gotten me back. I've gotten up to like the 258 unfasted, so I'm back down to around 253, 254. So hopefully I'm going to do a longer one starting tomorrow. I've taken the before and afters. That's where I'm at. I mean, it's not an easy process, but like I did diets and exercise for years, and they would stop working completely. And this way, I mean, I've taken 2 sets forward and 2 sets back, but I've taken the 2 sets forward. I'm reasonably confident I can do it again. With diets, I would just like lose about 30 pounds, and then I just couldn't get a pound off even if I was super strict for a couple months. And I was at a way higher weight than I'm at now. So that's where I'm at. I don't want to give anyone the impression that this is like the easiest thing ever, but I don't know why people want it to be easy or expect it to be easy because diets aren't easy. So, in fact, one thing I noticed, I was out with someone who lost like 50, 60 pounds. I told them I could train it before, I'd lose like 30 pounds, and stop working. And I'd be like, I'd eat, and they'd be like, yeah, you just have to eat well. It's like, it's really hard, and like, you just portion out 6 meals a day. And I'm like, I just told you that didn't work, and that doesn't sound like, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, like, why do we expect any of this to be easy? Anyway, that's where I'm at. I hope people start trying fasting more. It's really effective. It's really hard to get started, but it does get easier, except maybe when you get down to almost gold, because then there might be like set point issues come into play. But hopefully you can get started when you're young, because like if you were like 50 or 60 and I'm at